Hi everyone. Right, I'm going to do my October cover page for my journal, which is pretty bulky now. I have to say that under here I have a little box just to try and level it up just a touch. Right, I thought I'm going to try something different for this one. So I have, let's crease that, I have just a little travel set of watercolours, Winsor & Newton student ones, I think these ones are. I've got a little, this is actually a ceramic mixing tray, simply because it's, I can leave my paints in there to dry and I can go back and reconstitute them at any time. Right, I've actually given this some thought and I want a background. It looks a bit stark, I'm not keen on the white, so, but I don't want too much of a background, does that make sense? I am going to start off by making this quite ethereal? Yeah, there's something there, but not much, except I've just gone and dipped it in the wrong brush. Right. I found when I've been messing around with this that it's my brushes, I need to go nice and soft brushes. Right, I've already pre-gessoed my page because it's going to get wet and I didn't want I don't want it coming through, so the gesso will just stop it coming through, I hope. Okay, I'm running out of colour. Let's mix. That's a bit darker. Okay. I think it just, I don't know. I haven't got these out and played with them in quite a while, so I'm thinking, let's give it a go. Now those of you out there that know how to do watercolours properly will be going, that's not the way. It suits. Let's just put a bit of now, I did actually have something planned for this, so I don't mind if it's a bit darker at the bottom. Let's put that underneath. I know it's unusual, isn't it? I've actually got something planned. Right, I quite like that, but I do need to now let that dry. So I will be right back. Right, I've just given that a quick zap with the hot air thingy. I want some, so my idea is I'm going to have the month there. I've got some pumpkins, which I really couldn't draw. I did try, it failed dismally, that I found pictures of and I've cut out. And then I want to add trees, I think. So I think, first things first, let me just work out where things are going to go, so I know. So I'm thinking my month is going to go not there. Actually, okay. This is where I figure out I haven't cut anything square. That will rub out, do not panic. And then I'm going to write the words over the top. Now I know where that's going to go. I know where to draw my trees, I hope. Now I'm going to go for quite a dark brown. Let's put that one in there. And the idea is I'm going to keep adding colours to it. Right, let's get rid of some of that moisture. So I'm thinking I'm going to have quite a tall tree. Okay, that's it. Let's try a much darker brown. Yeah, that's better. Let's have another branch up here. Yay! Let's have a smaller tree. I'm not fussed if it looks perfect. Do you know what? Oop. Okay. Maybe not that imperfect. Hey, it's got a trunk it's got a branch that's been cut off. Oh well. Okay, let's. You know what they say? Best laid plans of mice and men. Right, let's have. I'm going to go in with yellow first, I think. I don't want my brush too wet for this bit. I want it, so what am I going to do? That's too wet. What I have found is that it doesn't sort of hold its shape. And all I'm doing is just doing like a kind of bush. Though I have to admit, this is my kind of painting. I like that. And then we'll go in with some orange. I'm just going to mix it into the yellow. I do want it to sort of hold its shape, but also to random splodges. I do like this really bright orange. Let's try and get some up there without it coming off. Okay, that's gone a bit too, oh, I don't know. Now it's drying, it's not merging, which is, I think, what I was after. Okay. And let's put a bit on the trees. Let's be a devil. This is very therapeutic, I have to say. Right, a touch of water on that. Okay, let's do the other one. So a slightly more watered down backgrounds. I love the way you can make the branches disappear and reappear. And we'll go in with a darker one. Same colour, just much less water. Needs blending in, I think, in my humble opinion. Okay, now I'm going to go in with a bit of brown. It's, oh, a well-used colour. So, there we go. Doesn't want to go back in. It's just a bit of layers and a bit of interest. I'll try a darker one on that, I think. I know you're not supposed to use colour straight out of these pans, but sometimes and then I think I might just add a bit of yellow. It's a question of just keeping going until you think, right, that's it. Lost my orange. Hey, that one looks a bit windswept. I think it probably needed to go all the way over a little bit more. But do you know what? I'm quite happy with that. Wonderful. Okay. I never said this was going to be a very, what's the word, complicated. It's not. Right, these were the clip art that I found. Ooh, do you know what that actually needs? Just a bit of, you can see what I'm doing here. A bit more colour where these are going to go. Otherwise they really will look like they're perched on nothing. Yep, I like that. Right, I'm just quickly going to blast it. I just need it dry enough for my glue. Yeah, I like that. I found a saying that I liked. A fallen leaf is nothing more than summer waving goodbye. And it's like, yeah. I have to admit, I love autumn. It's the end of one season. It's the end of, well, almost the end of the year, isn't it? I could get very philosophical about it. I won't, because I think that might just get boring. But because I am rubbish at drawing these, I'm thinking it's going to go about there. My words are going to go in there. Right, I am going to write it out in pencil before I commit a pen to it, otherwise I am going to make a mistake and then curse myself. So I'll be right back while I just sketch it out, and then I'll come back and show you how I draw it out. Right, I've sketched it out. I have to. I make so many mistakes, and then it's like, oh, blimey, Zoe, what are you doing? So I'm sketched it out, and then I'm going to write it out. Right, and he's back. My wonderful husband bringing me up a cup of tea. Right, as I was saying, so I'm going to now just sketch this out. I will speed this up. I think that might make a bit more interesting. Right, now to be really fancy, we can just add and make it look like we have actually done proper proper sort of calligraphy. I like that. Yeah. And then I'm going to use, write the word October, I think, so I'm guessing it's, let's just go for it. Hey! Right. There's always such a sense of achievement when you manage to actually get it done. Let's just give those a little tail. Now what I did find in my quest to tidy up my shed was, and now I've lost it again, here we are, something called a midliner. A zebra midliner. So you get like a chisel tip on the one end and a fine tip on the other. And it's for, I think, adding highlights, or not highlights, but like shadows. Well, that's certainly what I've used it for. And I have to say, I quite like the effect. I quite like the effect that I'll do a close-up in a minute and you can have a proper look. And then in my quest to have a play, I was like, oops. Now I know that's not showing up very well on the screen, but you can actually see the highlight in the middle, which it was like, ooh, like that. Right, I've just got to draw my numbers in, but that's roughly about it. My trusty pastel pencil, which I'm just gonna go down here with. So the poor old pumpkin doesn't think my life she's left me sitting in nowhere. And somebody commented on the last journal spread I did. What was it? This one. The way the words float, and I was trying to explain it's a pastel pencil and then just sort of rub. If you get bits that you don't like, then it will actually rub off. I think that's what I like about them. Sometimes I can't That's better. Now it looks like it's actually on the ground. I did wonder about giving these a bit of definition. Maybe. I like sketching. Is that actually in shot? Yeah. I'm going to leave that one. Yeah, that just gives that a bit more definition. I will go in and put those on. I just think it's going to take too much time at the moment. And time is something I definitely do not have a lot of. Has that dried? Yep. Oops. That's better. Now you can see what I've actually written. I don't think that actually probably needs much more. I did actually get out some little leaf stamps that I did wonder, but it's like, oh, I don't know. So for the time being, although I will quickly edge the page in brown. This is just vintage photo. Right, I am going to have to move the book closer to me, I'm afraid. Just finish it off, I think. And that is a very simple and a very quick, although writing in the numbers isn't going to be, but it's, yeah, I like that. I think I like it because it is so simple. It is, it's like my ruler, I took a chunk out of it, and now whenever I go to draw a line, I get like this kind of wavy effect. But hey ho. Right, I've had a second thought about this. I've actually been in and written the date on the top, and I've used my fine liner, and I've actually just drawn in a few of the little tendrils that come off it and sort of gone round it with my pen to try and make it look a little less obvious. Actually, I can't draw that well. And that just makes it stand out and makes it look a bit more, I don't know. I suppose it looks a bit more cartoonish, but I actually quite like this style now. It always amazes me how you do eventually find your own style. I like that. And just sort of integrates it all into the page and makes it look, yay. And then I was looking at the words and I'm thinking, they look a bit, I don't know. So I'm going to draw boxes around some of them. So I'm going to go for leaf as a main word. And then that one's going to be difficult to draw around. So I'm going to go for wave, I think. just to give it a bit of interest, because it was looking a bit, I don't know, just not 100%. And then maybe just these pastel pencils on gesso work really well, I have to say. Let's do that. And then that one. Yeah, I quite like that. The edges are looking a bit, I don't know, let's try a bit of. Stuck to my coffee. Right, it's a bit of damp tissue that I was wiping my brushes on. No, that didn't quite work. Although it's an interesting texture on the gesso. That just makes it look a little more coherent, perhaps. A little more, I don't know, like I put a bit of thought into it, I suppose, really. Let's rub it. It's not the most stable mount. But I think, oh, see, and I was going carefully there. I don't know, it needs, it's always so annoying when you just can't quite get what you want. Maybe it needs a bit more of an edge. This is where I walk away and I come back maybe a few hours later. I'm just putting more. That looks better. I always think of something the next day, and more often than not, I will go back to something a couple of days later and just think, that's what it needed, and I'll go in and I'll add it, and then I'll be happy. But until I actually get to that point, I actually think that looks a whole lot better on the book stand. It just makes it look a bit more together. Well, I have to say that was a very quick and a very, very easy, and really doesn't require much skill. You just got to be able to stamp a brush with a bit of watercolour. I like watercolour because especially on a gessoed page, it will wipe off. There is no two ways about that. It will disappear. Right, I think I'm done. So on that note, I will leave Will alone, drink my coffee, and go, Right, you take care, have a great weekend, and I'll speak to you all soon. Bye.